In a world ruled by money, power, and foreign influence, where many leaders are bought with gifts, smiles, and promises, where decisions are too often made in secret rooms, one man has chosen to walk a different path. That man is Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the revolutionary heart of Burkina Faso, a man of the people, a man of principle, a soldier who rose not for riches, but for righteousness. And recently, this son of Africa made a decision that shook the continent. An act so bold, so unexpected, so powerful. It lit a fire in the hearts of millions. He rejected Saudi Arabia's offer to build 200 mosques in Burkina Faso. Yes, 200 fully funded mosques. No cost to the government, no debt, no conditions, at least not officially. To many this seemed like an act of generosity, a kind gesture from one Muslim country to another. But Captain Traoré looked deeper. He asked the questions others were afraid to ask. Why now? Why mosques? Why not schools, clinics, or clean water systems? He stood before his people and made his position clear. We respect our faith, he said. We honor our religion. But at this moment in our history, we have other priorities. That moment echoed like thunder across Africa, because this was not just a rejection of a foreign offer. It was a declaration of national dignity. It was a rejection of dependence, of manipulation, of neocolonialism wrapped in religious cloth. And in that moment, Traoré reminded us all that sovereignty is not for sale. Burkina Faso is a nation rising from the ashes, a land scarred by years of neglect, betrayal, and foreign exploitation. A people who have suffered under the boots of colonizers, only to be handed over to new masters wearing suits and offering aid. But aid that comes with strings is not aid. It is a trap. Traoré knows this, and he refuses to fall for it. What does Burkina Faso truly need today? We need peace. We need jobs. We need electricity in every village. We need children in classrooms, not on the streets. We need doctors in hospitals, not in exile. We don't need more buildings with domes and loudspeakers. We need development. Traoré's vision is clear. He is not against religion. He is not attacking Islam. He is defending something deeper, something eternal, the soul of a free nation. Think about it. 200 mosques. Imagine if those were 200 schools, 200 hospitals, 200 rural clinics, 200 community farms, 200 technology centers, 200 homes for the poor. That is the vision Traoré is fighting for. And let us not forget, this is a man who leads a nation. Under siege, terrorists plague our borders. Foreign mercenaries once dictated our politics. The economy has been bruised, resources stolen, and yet, in the face of all this, he stands firm. Not with a begging bowl, but with a clenched fist and a hopeful heart. Burkina Faso is not just fighting for territory. We are fighting for the right to dream again, to build our future with our own hands, to teach our children that their destiny does not lie in France, America, or Saudi Arabia, but right here, on the soil of the motherland. Captain Traoré understands the power of symbolism. Accepting 200 mosques would have sent a message to the world that Burkina Faso is open for ideological colonization, that our sovereignty can be softened with generosity, that we can be distracted with religion while our people starve. But he chose the harder message: self-reliance. National focus, people before politics. And that, brothers and sisters, is leadership. Let's be honest. Many African leaders would have accepted that offer without hesitation. Some would have even praised it as a diplomatic victory. They would have smiled for the cameras, shaken hands, and paraded the construction sites, all while their hospitals rot, while their universities crumble, while their young people flee across deserts and oceans looking for hope. But not Captain Traoré. He knows the truth. Africa has enough mosques. Africa has enough churches. Africa has enough temples. What Africa lacks is unity, infrastructure, education, justice, and so he made a bold choice, one that may not win him favors in global halls of power, but one that won him the heart of his people, and the people of Burkina Faso responded. In the streets, men and women chanted his name, not because of propaganda, but because they recognized his honesty. In the markets, farmers and vendors spoke of a leader who finally puts Burkinabe lives first. In the classrooms, students raised their heads with pride, knowing that someone at the top finally hears their cries. Even in the mosques, imams and worshippers praised his courage, because true faith is not offended by truth. True religion does not fear accountability. True Islam promotes dignity, not dependency. Captain Ibrahim Traoré did not reject Islam. He rejected distraction. He chose the people. Let's go deeper. Why is this moment so historic? Because it signals the return of African agency. For too long, our continent has been a pawn on the global chessboard. We are rich in gold, diamonds, uranium, oil, and land, yet our people are poor, divided, and disempowered. Why? Because foreign powers have always sought to divide and control us, sometimes with guns, sometimes with loans, sometimes with religion. But now in Burkina Faso, a new page is turning. Captain Traoré is not begging, he is bargaining. He is not obeying, he is leading. This is the dawn of a new Burkina Faso. Picture the future Traoré is building, a nation where young engineers build solar farms, where farmers grow enough to feed the region, where girls go to school, graduate, and lead, where health centers serve the people with dignity, where the army protects, not oppresses, the citizens, and where foreign influence is welcomed only on Burkinabe terms. That is not just a dream. It is a mission, and it is already in motion. So now we ask you, viewer, listener, son or daughter of Africa, what do you stand for? Do you stand for short-term charity or long-term change? For blind acceptance or critical thinking? For dependency or dignity? Captain Ibrahim Traoré has made his choice. Now it is your turn. Stand with him, stand with the youth, stand with the farmers, the teachers, the soldiers, the mothers. Stand with the people of Burkina Faso. Because if we rise together, if we think for ourselves, work for ourselves, believe in ourselves, we will no longer need to accept symbolic gifts from abroad. We will build our own schools, our own hospitals, our own mosques, our own future. We are not against the world. We are simply claiming our place within it, a place earned through sweat, struggle, and spirit. Captain Traoré has lit the flame. Now it is up to all of us to keep it burning, not with anger, not with hate, but with love for our land, our people, and our right to be free and proud. This is more than politics. This is a movement for truth, for justice, for African dignity. Burkina Faso has spoken. We will not be bought. We will not be distracted. We will not bow. We are building. We are rising. And we are doing it our way, for the people, by the people, with the people. Long live the people of Burkina Faso. Long live Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Long live a free and independent Africa. The future is ours.